Good morning, guys. Adam brought this Fender in yesterday. Needs a little repair. That ain't no big deal. I can handle that. Up here, it's kind of boogered up. It looks like somebody tried to do some work on it and get it out. I'm gonna try to fix that. If I can get that straightened out enough that I'm happy with it, then I'm gonna save this whole fender, and all I gotta repair is this. That shouldn't be a big deal because the structure on that fender is in really good shape. And then I just skin this. Everything else looks really good. Right there's needing some hammer dolly work, and right somewhere, right there is a little one. It's not that bad. It's pushed out. I can tap that around. The fender looks really clean other than those couple little spots. But like right there, I'm gonna have to make a little dolly, a punch, and work that out. Looks like they used the pick hammer, the point, to try to get that straightened out. I'm gonna make a radius bar and see if I can't get that line looking good and work that radius back in on both sides. I think it can be done, and I think it'll save me a lot of time overall, because that is awesome. It's in really good shape. It needs a little cleanup. Looks like it was sandblasted and just set to get flash rust. That ain't no big deal. We can handle it. All right, let me get me a dolly made. All right, I am going to make this dolly about that long. And that's all I need right there. Come on now. And I'm gonna take this busted chisel and I'm gonna make it a little bit easier. Okay, now I need to get that welded on there. Get my welder set up here. Untangle it. All right. Put that about right there. That'll work. Let me grab my helmet. now I'm going to widen the stance just a little bit. It would help if I could see through my helmet. That's a little warm. All right, let that cool off for a minute. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. Uh-huh. You know, I ought to clean my mess up one of these days. All right, let's see how this works. I got a small piece of angle iron. I'm gonna put on the back side of that. I think that's gonna work out really nice. All right, let's switch this out. And put this one in there. Which curve fits best? That'll work up there. What about the bottom side? Yeah, that'll work on both. All right, right in that corner. Can't get quite into it. I'm gonna grab the flatter one. Oh, I don't have it over here. I'll be right back. All right, grab my flatter one. There is a line right there where this was pushed down, it pulled that in. Bottom side feels real good. Top side, it's got a little bit right there. All right, that's get this dolly because it's got that point. I can get up in that corner. buddy. Back up on the table. I like it. Now this one should be a simple one. Can you guys even see what I'm doing here? Feels good. That is a handy tool right there. And now that is a handy tool. All right, let me grab the grinder. I want to see how it looks when I clean the tops off. A little bit low right there. This all looks really good. Maybe a little tap right there. That's absolutely beautiful, man. I love it. I just saved a lot of work doing that. Look how straight that is. Yeah, buddy. Glad something worked out nice today. If you watched the members video, I came in first thing this morning and worked on that. If you're not a member, you might want to subscribe, because videos like that might not go public. Of what I did this morning and Sunday might not go public. But if you want to see the behind the scenes on stuff that I did to that, hit that join button. It's only $5 a month, guys. All right, now back at the task at hand. This is ugly. I'll fix that. This is ugly. I'll fix that. This is completely ugly. I won't fix that. Oh, I need it. 9/16 or do I? Yeah, 9/16 up in there. Are you trying to hold the driver's door on? Come on. Stay. Well. The battery tray's holding a battery. Probably the last battery it'll ever hold, though. Okay, I got the other fender off the car and up on the table. Looking at this, it's not as in perfect condition as I thought it was. So I got to do a little bit of repair before I put it in that fender. No big deal. All this main structure is there. I just got to do this area right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off right at that body line. Right there. And then I'm going to peel this off. So I have just the structure. I'll patch that up. And then I will put it over into this one. I'll cut this one right at that body line. And then replace from here down and then work on the skin. All right, I'm going to use a big cutoff wheel. That way I can keep it as straight as possible. Let's see. Right dead center. I guess I should have said why I was doing it there. There's a gap in between, so I don't have to worry about cutting the skin. All right, now I think before I wear this disc out anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other one. Right in the center. Now see, this one I did go all the way through. No, well, that's about where I want to patch it anyway, so ain't gonna hurt nothing. Nothing tall. I'm gonna go ahead and trim the spots and get this out of the way. Get their chunks of Bondo out. I don't know. It's good up in here. Maybe I'll just do it up to here and spot weld that back together. Because this all looks good around here. That'll work. All right, now back to this one.
and crusty.
All right. See, now I can get this flange off of here and get that repaired. Come on now. I knew you'd see it my way. Trying not to damage it any more than I have to. See, I need that. I need that shape. Just like that, because I got to put that in the new skin. Not this exact one. But I want to be able to use that for my template to lay the new one out. So I'll lay that over here. Now this, yeah, this is gnarly. All right, I think I'll just chuck that up. Why don't you just chuck that up? Come on now. Hold your breath, guys. Let's see what we got here. I got this piece left over. This way. Yeah, this will work. Nope, not tall enough. Okay, dang it. It's the right width. All right, I'm gonna make me a template real quick. All right. There's my template. Now, I gotta cut that out of a piece of steel. 14 gauge, that'll work. And get her bent. I know this is a 16 gauge shear, but it's a small piece. Uh-huh. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Gotta put all the oomph into it. Yes, I definitely need to get power hooked to this. All right. Yep. That'll work. Let's get the brake fired up. I wanted to make sure it was up high enough. Let's just bring you right down in here. Alright, being so small in between the bends, I can only bring it so far at a time. So, see, now I can bring it down some. See what it'll do here. Bit more. See? And you doubted me. All right. Now I need to mark that. Where to cut. I don't know why I go through so many razor blades. Okay, so now I need to cut across, down along that flange, across, and right in the bottom corner of that flange. I'm gonna get it started with this, and then I'll go back to the die grinder. You gotta remember which side of the line you want to cut. Might not need that die grinder. Let's put this back up in here. Okay, now this one, that'll work. All right, now, yes, I am putting that hole back in this piece, because if you don't, you're not getting to your trim. There's a little a captured trim with a nut that goes on it, and you're not going to get in there to that last little piece. So dang it, my drill press the belt went bad on it. I've got my mag drill. If I can figure out what I did with it. I found it! Just kidding, I knew where it was. Just I didn't want to have to carry it. Alright. Hello. All right. Looks about right. Let's see if I can remember how to operate this thing. went through just at the nick of time. Not too shabby. Demag. All right, I'll get that cleaned up. See how it fits here. That don't look too bad. Over here I need to do a little bit of grinding. Yep, that'll work. All right, let me get a magnet or two. A little bit of a gap, but it'll be all right. Oh yeah, that'll work. If I can get it to stick, that is. It all looks good. Come on now, don't do me that way. All right, now to get it ground up. Beautiful. It's probably way too much. That's fine. All right. Let's come up 8 inches. Over 7. That's 20 gauge. I ain't using that. That's way too thin. 14. That's way too thick. .16 gauge will work. Let's see. We're gonna say 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches. I'll make it 11. And then it was 7, right? Plus I need a 1/2 inch for the lip. That don't look right, but I guess it is. Sometimes it'll go right through, other times not so much. It don't look square, guys. Sixteenth out. Eighth inch out, according to the square bar. Oh, yeah, buddy. It's cutting it. All right. Slight curve. Let's see how it looks. Well, I didn't need all that back bend in it. I needed more front bend than rear. Yeah. Now let's see what it looks like. Well, it looks good, but don't really need, well, I mean, that'll be all right. Let me tighten. Well, no, it looks good over here. It's just this edge is all boogered up. Yeah, I can handle that. So, let's put that bend right there. A little bit much bend, but I can tap that out. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I can't see the back of the camera. Alright, now I got to put a 1/2 inch bend up. Yeah, I know it's going to flatten my curve out, but I can work that out. See how it flattened that right back out? Okay, I did the profile of the end of the fender. And what I need to do, lay this up here and mark where I want to shrink. In order to get it to the shape I need. All right. Since I haven't had time to put my foot pedal on here, I guess I got to do it the hard way again. All right, let me check, see what that does. I need a little bit more right there, and right there, and right there. And then I need to stretch right there. Not much. Come on, get in there. A little bit of shrink right there. About like so. And there we have it. As you can see, I got the curve back in her. Fender repair panel out of the way that they put in. That way I can put this piece back where it needs to be. There we go. right there's where I want it to be. Got a little bit of a gap. Dang it. But it'll be all right. Gotta make sure it's all lined up. All looks good. Now comes the fun part. I gotta glue it together. You might be wondering why I'm not cooling it. I'm not cooling it because it will shrink it and change the angle of it. I'm gonna let that cool for a minute as soon as I hit another spot here. I'm gonna let that cool a minute, get it ground up, and it'll be ready for the outside skin. Hey, now, stay up there. Close enough. All right, all right. There we go. All right, I need to get this scab piece out of the way here. That was easy. All right, guys, what did you do with my piece? Where did you put my piece at? You hit it over there. That angle's just a touch off still. It's not that bad. You gotta tap, yeah, you can see it curves in. Probably when I bent that up. It looks a little better. All right. That looks good. I like that. I like it like that. All right. Got a bit much up there. Looks good. Okay, now there. Looks good. Still in the same location, yep. All right. And those of you that know me, you know I don't like a point like that. So, get it all lined back up. Now that I like. If you have a point on there, you're gonna weld that up and it's like 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna end up with a point right there that you gotta work on. If you flow it like that, when you weld it, it'll dissipate evenly. So at this point, what I need to do, I gotta find my dang marker again. There it is. I keep setting my crap down. So I got my holes in the main brace here. I can plug from the inside to this. So over here, I need to pop a hole there and there, there and there. That's gonna get a good place to weld to right there. Now, I know you're wondering about that hole right there. Yeah, that hole's gotta be in there, and this indent. right there. See, that sets down, squishes up. So what I will do, when I get that on there, I'll drill me a hole, get me a big washer, and cinch that down tight. I'll get that welded down here, and when I cinch that down, it'll put that indentation in there. But you know what time it is? Yep, you guessed it. It's time for me to get out of here today. I have to run over to Rob's shop before he leaves. And if you watch the members video, you'll know why I'm going over there. But yeah, I got to get over there. My arms and stuff were killing me today. Well, last night and today, from stripping all this down, and what I did Sunday on the members video, just it absolutely wore me out between the two. So I wanted to hold off on all the stripping today, and I think I could come a long ways on this. This fender will be about done real quick tomorrow. See where I went through? Dang it. I gotta weld that up. No big deal. It's behind the molding anyways. So tomorrow this fender will be buttoned up. And see how my arms feel. I just might jump into the door lowers. Both sides need redone, so one thing after the other. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Have a blessed evening.